Hi guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. My name is Aisha. In today's video I'll be showing you how to draft basic skirts. Thank you all for your support. God bless you all. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you'll be notified. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more viewers can view it. Happy viewing. I have my pattern paper here with me. The measurements we will need for our short skirt, the length of the skirt, as in from your waist to maybe your knee or your after knee. It depends on how you want it. The waist measurement, as in the circumference of your waist, and the hip measurement. So now, to get the wideness of your skirt, so I have my paper here with me. I didn't fold it, but if you are cutting it on your main fabric, you will have it on fold because this is the front aspect. You will have it on fold, so it won't have slits at the front aspect. But because I'm making use of pattern paper, that's why I'm having one side of it. So this is our starting point. The length I'm using is 21 inches. I will be adding 2 inches to my length for the folding at the down aspect, making 23 inches. So now I'll be taking 23 inches. So this is it. Make it a straight line. And this is the 2 inches for the folding. So let me this is the 2 inches for the folding. So from here we will be taking our hip length. So to get our hip length, the normal hip length is 8 inches, but as for me, because I'll be making use of 9 inches for my hip length. So this is it. This is it. So we'll be taking our circumference measurement. The waist I'm using is 41. You divide your waist by 4. So this is 41. You divide it by 4. This is it. So we'll be adding 1 inch dart because we will be adding that to our skirt. So plus 1 inch dart. This is our 1 inch dart. So you come to your hip. The hip I'm using is 44. You divide your hip by 4. So this is it. We have 11 inches. So this is our hip. You come to the down of your skirt. So here, it depends on how you want it. Do you want pencil skirt or straight skirt? Determine the inches you remove from your hip to get this down aspect. Can remove 2 inches, so you can just come here. You know we have 44 here, so we can make use of 42 or 41 here. It depends on how curvy the person is. So but as for me, I'm making use of 44 here, so here I'll be making use of 42. So this is 42. So I'm moving 2 inches from it, so because I want it curved a bit. So same thing applies to the down aspect. So I'll be making use of 42 here. So this is it. So now we'll come back to the waist line. At the waistline, you know we are adding that to it. So to get your skirt that, you divide your bust palm by 2. The bust palm I'm using is 9 inches. So I will be dividing my bust palm by 2. 9 divided by 2, that will give me 4.5. So I'll come here, I'll measure 4.5 from this center point here. You measure 4.5 from here, you measure 4.5. So this is 4.5. And I'm making use of 1 inch for my dart. So you divide your 1 inch divided by 2, that will give us half inch, is 0.5. So from here, you measure is 0.5 from this center of our dart. You measure is 0.5 backward, and you measure is 0.5 forward. So you measure it backward and forward. So this is it. So now the length of our dart, I'll be making use of 4 inches. You can decide to make use of 4.5, but I'll be making use of 4 inches. So I'll come here, I'll measure 4 inches. So this is 4. So you make it a straight line to meet with the center line. So this is it. So from here now, we can just draw our darts. You draw your darts from here. So this is it. So now I will be shaping our skirt. So this. This is it. So from here, adding our hinge seam to it, I'm making use of 1.5. So from here, you add 1.5 here, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So this is it. So this is it. So now upper part here to the waistline, we will be giving our skirt shape at the waistline. So we'll come down by 1 inch, the center point of your skirt. This is it at the front. So you come here, you go down by 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. So I'll be giving it shape to this point here, to this place. It will not get to this inch seam measurement. So you will stop your shape here. So from here to here, you give it shape, curve shape. So you can just make use of your French curve. You can see. This is it. So now you can see you give it shape from here to here. So this is our front aspect of our skirt. So now I will be cutting it out. Our front aspect. So this is our front part of our skirt. Out the back aspect of our skirt. First, we'll be taking our zip allowance. So I'll be making use of 2 inches for our zip allowance. Measure your 2 inches. This is 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. So let me take the length. So this is our starting point. This is our starting point. So the full length I'm using is 21. I'll be adding 2 inches to it, making 23 inches. So this is 21. This is our zip allowance. So from here we'll be taking our circumference measurement. The waist I'm using is 41. You divide the 41 by 4. So this is it. Plus our 1 inch dart. I'll be coming down by 9 inches. So this is 9 inch. That's our hip line. So this is our hip line. So here, the hip I'm using is 44 divided by 4. And here I'm making use of 42. I'm removing 2 inches from the hip measurement. So this is 42. Same thing with the folding. So this is it. So now the dart I'm using is 4.5. That's our bust palm divided by 2. So 5 inches. You can come down by 5.5, but the maximum you can go is 5.5. So I'll be coming down by 5 inches here. So this is 5 inches. That's the difference. So your darts at the front, the length of your dart at the front, there should be 1 inch difference to the one at the front and the one at the back, because you straighten it. So I'll be taking half inch. This is half inch and this is another half inch, so making 1 inch. So this is our darts. Come to our hip line here. Note there is button at the back. So, and for our zip allowance, we need only 1 inch for our zip allowance. So we'll come to the upper part here, to the zip we come to the upper part at the zip allowance, so to the waistline here you measure 1 inch. You go to the down aspect here also, you come here, you measure 1 inch. So this is 1 inch, you measure 1 inch here also, same thing applies. We need just 1 inch for our zip allowance. So this hip line will be going down by 5 inches. So this is it, we have 5 inches here, this is our 5 inches. So now here we have come down by 5 inch to here. So you come to the hip line, you know there is bustier at the back. So now, and we've used 1 inch here and 1 inch at the down aspect also. So I'll be adding ½ inch to that 1 inch, making 1.5. So I'll come here, I'll be making use of 1.5 here. This is it. So 1.5, I'll be making use of 1.5 here. So 1.5 to this side here. So here also measure 1.5 here. So this is our 1.5. So for us to have a bustier shape, so give it shape to this side. So this is it. And half to here, so 1 inch. See, you can see it. So this is our shape, so you can see. So this is the shape, call it to meet here. So because of our bustier, so that it will give us that bustier shape at the back. So that's the reason for this. So add the fit. We are not coming down by 1 inch at the back aspect, we are leaving it this way. So now I'll be cutting it out. This is the back aspect. You can just see this aspect, and this is our back aspect. You can see it. So I'll be placing it on a fabric and I'll be showing you the sewing aspect of it. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.